morning. Good morning. Good morning. Got to stand up to brush these nuts out. Ow! Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Ow. Knox, you are really like in my way, bro. Like, I get that you want to be close to me, but I can't move my foot. Ow! Okay. We're getting there. We are getting there. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Happy Thursday. All right, Matt Knox, don't leave. Come here, you can stay. Just you were under my feet. Come here. Come here. Come here. Lay down. Stay. Stay with mommy. I know you want me to take you out. Just give me a few minutes. Good morning, everybody. I never have this many knots in my hair. I don't know what is going on. Anyway, good morning. I have a big day at work. Lots of Zooms today. So I'm going to try to look halfway decent. My hair is falling out at a rapid pace here. I've been walking every day, drinking a ton of water, watching my diet. I'm down 2 pounds. It makes me feel good. I still have a few pounds to go, but I feel great. Before we get into, I hate wet hair. All right, that is enough of that nonsense. All my girls now use my brush, so I have 80 different lengths, colors of hair. No matter how much I buy them, they still come in my room and wanna use my stuff. Let me put a piece of gum in my mouth because I feel like I have yuck mouth. So, before I get started, hi Whitney Samuels. Ooh, Kerry Watson, that's amazing. Before I get started, I just wanted to, ay, mi hermana. Hola, mi hermana, ¿cómo te sientes hoy? Ojalá que mejor. Anyway, oh my God, the chewing gum is gonna drive you guys insane. I can already tell because I chew like a girl from New Jersey. I'm gonna try really hard not to chew my gum in an obnoxious way. Bien, mi amor. Mejor. Mejor, mejor, or mejor? Okay, so anyway, oh boy. This skin is something else. Okay, y'all, I feel like I have been invaded by this chin hair. Who touched my, you know what? They won't let me live. These kids don't let me live. They don't let me live. Little haters that touch all my shit. And you know what? I can't stand it. I'm going to try really hard not to chew in an obnoxious way. Anyway, oh, I found it. Crisis averted. Okay, so I have this one chin hair. Apparently, my chin thinks I'm a man. Apparently, I turned 43 and my chin was like, oh, you need... the new episode isn't on iHeart? That's crazy. It should be. There is a new episode of the Tell Me What to Do podcast out today. It came out this morning. If you have not listened, please make the time to listen today. It is about grief, and I have this amazing woman on who talks me through how to grieve. As you guys know, I've been going through like a really hard time grieving. And y'all, do not let me walk around no fucking chin hair. I'm not kidding. I could deal with a lot of shit, but I'm not dealing with whiskers. Anyway, the podcast that's out today talks about my dad, obviously, and how hard that has been for me, but also the grieving of certain things I thought I would have in my life. The grieving of people who are still alive, but no longer part of our life. I'm recording secrets today. Mary says, this is needed. I don't grieve the right way. I bottle shit up and then it comes out the wrong ways. This episode, while you are walking today or doing laundry, or whatever you do in your day, please listen to the episode today. I want to get to 5,503. Here we go. I would really love if you guys would listen to the episode, share it with friends in any of your mommy groups, your teacher groups, your should we go back to school groups, whatever it is. And, you know, grief for me has been a journey. I am not good at it. In the podcast, I talk about how we're all comfortable talking about death. We can talk about death, but then we get to grieving and it's like, we can't talk about it. We just can't talk about it. Please listen to the episode. Tomorrow we're going to do a whole deep dive on ways to grieve better. So please listen to the episode. Bring your comments, your thoughts, your collective, whatever. Really important for you guys to listen. Hi, 6'9". And, oh, Dawn said, just listen to the podcast. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, guys. This podcast really is a labor of love for me. And I just hope you're enjoying it. Okay, so yesterday was 11 years, 11 years ago, that I found out I was pregnant with a baby growing in my tube. And in a span of 5 minutes, I learned I was pregnant, the baby had a heartbeat, and the baby was in the wrong place, and the baby had to be removed. And it was really the most jolting, painful experience of my life. 6'9", you cannot ignore it. You cannot ignore it. You cannot say, I deal with death all the time in my profession and we are the worst because we just ignore it. You cannot ignore it. because when you become numb to it, you can't ever like heal. You can't ever process, you know? Believe me, I know I've tried the ignoring. And I just want to tell you that I know there are a lot of women who have it worse than me. But losing a baby when you have no say in the matter, you have no choice, there's no discussion, there's no option, there's no prayer, there's no nothing. Like, it's just, we have to take the baby or you'll die. Was so like, I can't even tell you. It was so fucking traumatizing. That's the only way I can explain it to you. It's traumatizing. And we talk about death. We talk about death. Oh, my dad died. Oh, my friend died of COVID. Oh, whatever. And in this podcast, my guest Nora says something so profound to me. She says, we are given no proper time to grieve. Somebody dies in your life, you take a day off work to go to the funeral, and you're expected to go right back to your life the next day. We have created a society where grief, there is no room for it. It's not on the schedule. Sorry, no grief days. You get no grief days. Oh, you had a miscarriage? I'm so sorry. Are you good now? Can you come back to work? Yeah? Okay, great. Because there's no grief days in our life. Oh, your spouse died? That's tragic. Everybody take a couple of days. Let's go to the funeral, but we're going to need her back in the office, classroom, operating room, courtroom, whatever on Monday, right? Right? We get no grief. I'm disappointed in this country about maternity leave, but don't get me started. We don't allow anybody proper time to grieve. None. We don't offer it to anyone. We don't make it a priority for anyone. And if people need a lot of time to grieve, or more than we think is normal, it's like, oh my God, she's still crying about that. Now, my dad, I get, we're in decades. I need to fucking deal with that. Decades later, nah, sis, you gotta pull up your pants a little bit here. But for those of you that follow me on Instagram, I've been posting videos of Naya singing at night because I like to hear her sing, and it was what she loved to do. And yeah, we're 3.5 weeks out from when she disappeared. And I'm not ready to stop. I'm not ready to pretend she didn't exist. I'm not ready to go, oh, I loved her. Onward. I'm just not there yet. And I refuse, going forward, I will not grieve at anybody else's timeline but mine. Because when I try to throw it over my shoulder, stick it in a box, put it away because we had to get back to it, no grieving time on the schedule, I literally started to decay from the inside and had an emotional breakdown at the beach. An emotional breakdown. Like an actual one. Not a mental breakdown. An emotional one. I couldn't stop crying. I couldn't stop crying on Wednesday of last week. I couldn't stop crying. So I did this podcast in particular so that I could bring to the forefront the conversation that we need to have about the fact that we are not afforded any time to grieve properly. And when we grieve a minute longer than other people think is acceptable, somehow we can't get over it. We're just stuck and blah, blah, blah. It's like, honestly, from the depths of my soul, from my molecule, fuck you. That's how I feel now. You don't get to decide how long I'm going to grieve. You don't get to decide when they say I can't have children that I'm still grieving it 10 years later. You don't get to decide when my marriage ends and my happily ever after is gone. Even if I wanted the divorce, I can grieve that as long as I'd like to. I will process, I will sort, I will do and grieve. And the nerve that anybody would tell a mother how long to grieve is next to me. I don't even know where you get the cojones. I don't even know where you get the chutzpah, the moxie, the fucking nerve, the whatever. I have no idea. Yes, it was with Sally Ann. It was with Nora for I'm Terrible. Thanks for asking. Do you remember? I just want to point out the irony to you. Do you remember when the whale, the killer whale last year, her calf died and she kept bringing it to the surface because she didn't understand that he was dead? How many billions of people online were grieving with this orca? They couldn't believe how sad and traumatizing it was that this whale was carrying her dead calf on her back for days and weeks and whatever, right? Yet when a human loses her child, yeah, you gotta speed this up. Your grief is getting on my shirt. You're making a stain here. I'm not comfortable with that. Okay, so you could take, now the whale is pregnant again, which is great. You could take weeks of your life to track an orca, all by traumatizing and very sad. I'm not discrediting the orca. But y'all trying to give 48 hours to a mother walking around on two legs because it makes you uncomfortable? No. We have to stop doing that. And we have to stop associating grief with only death. When you have to get divorced, there is a grieving process for everybody involved. Your children, you, your spouse. No matter who wanted the divorce or why you're getting it, there is a grieving process involved. And people say things to you like, you're so much better off without him. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. But I'm still sad because the life I thought I was going to live forever is over. And I need time to grieve. Not that I haven't accepted it. I need to grieve it. And if this ain't a freaking commercial for mascara, I don't know what is. One eye looks awake, one eye looks asleep. All I'm saying is I did this episode of the Tell Me What to Do podcast because I'm sick and tired of people not giving people proper time to grieve. And don't think because someone smiles or laughs or has a cocktail or makes dinner or gets out of bed for a day that they are done grieving. It is perfectly fine to take the time you need. You can still find joy in life, in other things, in other children, in other relationships, and still be grieving. It's like we make people feel like if they smile at all, grieving time is over. You smiled. Got him. Let's go. No, I'll smile and go back to grieving on my timeline. So, I say all that to say, okay, really, Jamie, really? Okay, I just sprayed it directly into my face. okay? I didn't even, what the hell was I thinking? Directly into my face. Listen, if you need permission to grieve, if you need to, well, now all I can taste or smell is Tom Ford Tobacco Vanilla. Oh! If you need permission to grieve, I'm giving it to you right now. Take all the time you need. I don't care that society has decided that 48 hours is the appropriate amount of time. Jews sit Shiva. When my dad died, Jews sit Shiva. They come over for a few days. They sit and then they disappear. It's over. No more grieving. That's not what the dead would have wanted. I'm sorry. I don't grieve on my dead father's timeline. I don't grieve on the baby I lost timeline. I don't grieve on my dog Ace's timeline. I grieve on my timeline. My name is Jamie Premack Sullivan and I grieve on my own timeline. That's how that's going to work going forward from now on, because I have to raise 3 children and I need to be emotionally healthy. And I can't be emotionally healthy when other people decide that my grief is too uncomfortable for them. It's staining their shirt. I don't care if it's staining your shirt. Either take your shirt off or get out of my face. And I mean that from the bottom of my soul. Okay? And you're not going to make me feel guilty for grieving. Naomi, Naomi. If you're grieving, I'm grieving too. Just so you know. Just so you know. And you should definitely listen to my podcast because I really think it will help you. And I would like to remind you all, thank you, Rachel. I would like to remind you all that I don't make 1 cent from this. I don't make 1 penny. I don't want you guys giving me stars on Facebook. I don't want you sending me money. The name of the podcast is Tell Me What to Do with Jamie Premack Sullivan. Tell Me What to Do. You can find it on Stitcher, Spotify, iHeart, Google Play. If you have an iPhone, it's right on your Purple Podcast app, right on your phone. It's called Tell Me What to Do with Jamie Premack Sullivan. If you have the opportunity, please listen. It would mean the world to me. Please. Yes, it works fine. I don't know. But I just want to tell you that I don't make a penny from this. This isn't like a business. I'm not like out here making money off Coffee Talk or Tell Me What to Do at all. In fact, I could be making more money not doing Coffee Talk because I would get to work on time. I do it because I absolutely love you and I believe in be who you needed when you were younger. I did not have anybody to help me. You can grieve a lost job. You can grieve a marriage. You can grieve a friendship that is over. I don't know what this hair tool is. It's thank you, Frank. Anyway, it's just a blow dryer that also brushes your hair. I don't know if it works. I use it sometimes, but I'm just trying to get some of my hair dry. I have a very big call at 10 o'clock and I'm very nervous. You guys don't know Nervous Jamie. Have you ever met Nervous Jamie? I do get nervous sometimes. Anyway, I love you guys. I mean it. I love you. It's important to me that you do not feel that you are grieving alone or on anyone else's timeline. I want you to know that whatever you feel, I feel. And like, yes, I ask for your support. I do. I don't ask for your money. I mean, yes, I do sell things. I sell this necklace. I sell my jersey pajamas. But that's just fun stuff I do because I love the products. And if I don't sell them, other people will sell them. And why shouldn't I? Because I love them. I don't make a lot of money off them. But I don't ever try to make money, ever, off of us and this relationship. Thank you, Aileen Danette. That's a beautiful thing to say. Hinda, you can grieve your hair lost to chemo. Yes, that is exactly the kind of thing that you can grieve as long as you want. As long as you want. You can grieve it every day until the first hair grows back. Yeah, you can. Yeah. You can get this necklace or pajamas or my beach bag. I love my beach bag. It has all my work stuff in it right now, but you can get it all at stateofstyleJewelry.com. 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 Okay, so the podcast is Tell Me What to Do with Jamie Premack Sullivan. It is a very, very important, much needed conversation. If you are grieving or if you are trying to love someone who is grieving, if your kids don't understand how to grieve, that they can't go back to school, this is the podcast you want to listen to. And if you want to look at any of my necklaces or anything, it is stateofstyleJewelry.com. StateofstyleJewelry.com. The email for State of Style Jewelry is on the website. Okay, I got to go get ready for work and this call. I love you guys so much today. Have a great, great day.